Before watching the video, please press the subscribe button and walk in the light of God.
An opening into the unknown. Imagine a world where the line between science and the supernatural blurs, a realm where polished quartz skulls, carved with uncanny precision, whisper secrets of a lost civilization. These are the crystal skulls, artifacts shrouded in enigma, often attributed to the ancient Maya. Are they relics of a mystical past, imbued with powers beyond human comprehension? Or are they cunning fabrications, designed to deceive and enthrall? As we stand on the precipice of this mystery, the questions multiply like shadows at dusk. Who crafted them? Why do they exist? And what hidden truths or lies do they conceal? For centuries, these objects have defied explanation, drawing adventurers, scholars, and conspiracy theorists into their orbit. Step with me into this labyrinth of history, where every turn reveals a new layer of intrigue, and the truth remains tantalizingly out of reach. The allure of the crystal skulls, a historical enigma. The story of the crystal skulls begins not with archaeological triumph, but with whispers of discovery in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Among the most famous is the Mitchell-Hedges skull, allegedly unearthed in 1924 at the Maya ruin of Lubantun in Belize by Anna Mitchell-Hedges, daughter of the flamboyant explorer Frederick Albert Mitchell-Hedges. Described as a skull of doom, this life-sized quartz marvel, complete with a detachable jaw, became the centerpiece of a legend that would captivate the world. Frederick claimed it was a relic of the Maya, used by high priests in rituals of death and divination. A tool so potent it could kill with a thought. Yet, the tale takes a curious twist. No record of its excavation exists, and evidence suggests it was purchased at a Sotheby's auction in 1943, casting a shadow over its origins. Other skulls emerged in this era, too, some housed in prestigious institutions like the British Museum and the Musée du Quai Branly in Paris, others in private collections. Crafted from clear or milky quartz, they range from small ornaments to near-human proportions, their surfaces polished to a mirror-like sheen. Proponents of their authenticity link them to the Maya, a civilization renowned for its astronomical prowess, intricate art, and ritualistic fascination with death. The Maya adorned their temples with skulls. Stone Zompantli racks at Chichen Itza bear witness to this, and their cosmology intertwined the earthly and the divine. Could the crystal skulls be an extension of this legacy, a bridge to the cosmos? Yet, the plot thickens. Scientific scrutiny has revealed troubling inconsistencies. Examinations by the British Museum in the 1960s, 1990s, and 2000s, using advanced microscopy and spectroscopy, detected tool marks from high-speed rotary devices, technology unknown to the pre-Columbian world. The quartz itself, laced with chlorite inclusions, traces back to deposits in Madagascar and Brazil, regions far removed from Mesoamerica. No crystal skull has ever been documented in a legitimate archaeological dig at a Maya site. Are we to believe, then, that these are modern hoaxes, crafted by 19th century profiteers to exploit a burgeoning fascination with the exotic? Or does a deeper, more sinister conspiracy lurk beneath the surface? The genesis of a cosmic legend. In the shadowed recesses of human imagination, few tales ignite the mind like the legend of the 13 crystal skulls. Whispered across generations, this myth posits that the ancient Maya, or perhaps an even older forgotten civilization, crafted 13 quartz skulls, each a vessel of profound power. When united, these artifacts are said to unlock a cosmic secret, a revelation that could avert global catastrophe, awaken dormant knowledge, or herald humanity's ascent into a new epoch. This narrative, steeped in mysticism and amplified by modern esotericism, stands as one of the most enduring enigmas tied to the crystal skulls. But where did it begin, and what truths or illusions does it conceal? The origins of the 13 Skull legend are murky, emerging not from Maya texts but from the fertile ground of 20th century occultism. Early mentions trace to figures like Frederick Albert Mitchell Hedges, whose 1954 memoir Danger. My ally described his famed crystal skull as a skull of doom, hinting at a broader, unspoken purpose. By the 1970s, New Age writers like Frank Dorland, who studied the Mitchell Hedges skull, began weaving tales of a dozen companions, each scattered across the globe. The number 13, laden with symbolic weight in cultures worldwide, resonated with the Maya's own calendrical obsessions, particularly the 13 backtunes of their long count calendar, which concluded in 2012. Was this a coincidence or a deliberate echo of an ancient prophecy? The Maya themselves offer no direct evidence of such skulls. Their codices, Dresden, Madrid, Paris, detail rituals, astronomy, and warfare, yet remain silent on quartz relics. The Popol Vuh, their creation epic, speaks of gods crafting humanity from maize, not crystal. Yet, the absence of documentation does not extinguish the legend's fire. The Maya were masters of secrecy, their priests guarding esoteric knowledge within oral traditions or lost codices, thousands of which were incinerated by Spanish conquistadors like Bishop Diego de Landa in 1562. Could the 13 skulls belong to this hidden canon, a secret too sacred or dangerous to inscribe? A tapestry of power and purpose. At the heart of the myth lies the skull's alleged abilities, a tapestry woven from anecdotal claims and metaphysical speculation. Proponents assert that each skull pulses with an otherworldly energy, its quartz lattice refracting light into visions of the past or future. Anna Mitchell Hedges, heiress to the famed skull, claimed it projected images, scenes of ancient rituals or distant lands, and healed those who gazed into its hollow eyes. Others report auditory phenomena, whispers or chants emanating from the crystal, as if it speaks in a tongue lost to time. Dorland, in his 1973 analysis, suggested the Mitchell Hedges skull's precision amplified psychic energies, a notion echoed by crystal enthusiasts who view quartz as a conduit for spiritual frequencies. The number 13 amplifies this mystique. In Maya cosmology, 13 is sacred. 13 levels of the upper world mirror the 9 of the underworld, forming a cosmic axis. The calendar's 13-day Trecena cycles governed their rituals, while 13 gods presided over creation in some traditions. If the skulls correspond to these 13 celestial tiers, might they encode a map of the universe, each a key to a specific domain? Imagine a Maya priest deep in a cenote-lit chamber, aligning the skulls under a star-lit sky, their facets catching the Pleiades' gleam, their resonance unlocking a celestial dialogue. Such a vision aligns with the Maya's astronomical genius, evident in Chichen Itza's equinox serpent or Uxmal's Venus-aligned pyramids. The ultimate promise of the 13, however, is apocalyptic. The legend holds that their reunion, whether in a temple, a cave, or a modern sanctum, will trigger a transformative event. Some interpret this as salvation, a shield against the chaos foretold by the 2012 calendar shift. Others see a revelation of lost wisdom, Perhaps the Mayas' fabled books of Chilambalam, rumored to contain secrets of time and space. A darker strain whispers of destruction, the skulls as a doomsday device, their activation unleashing forces beyond control. This duality mirrors the Mayas' own worldview, where creation and annihilation danced in eternal balance. Think of Kukulkan, the feathered serpent, both nurturer and devourer. The scattering, a puzzle. Across time. If 13 skulls exist, where are they? The legend suggests they were dispersed, deliberately or by fate, to prevent their power from falling into unworthy hands. The Mitchell-Hedges skull, with its contested Belize origin, is the most publicized candidate, yet its auction provenance muddies its claim. Others, like the British Museum's skull or the Paris Musée du Quai Branly's, bear modern tool marks, branding them as 19th century creations. Private collectors guard additional specimens, their stories shrouded in secrecy. Could these be the 13 or mere shadows of the originals? One theory posits that the Maya themselves orchestrated the scattering. As their civilization waned, plagued by drought, war, and collapse by the 10th century, priests might have entrusted the skulls to guardians, secreting them in jungle caves or distant lands. The post-classic Maya, fragmented yet resilient, clung to their rituals. A hidden sect could have preserved this legacy, passing the skulls through generations. The Spanish conquest, with its relentless destruction, would have driven such a cult underground, their treasures vanishing into myth. Another hypothesis ventures further afield. If the skulls predate the Maya, perhaps linked to the Olmecs or an antediluvian race, they might have been dispersed across continents. Quartz deposits in Brazil and Madagascar, whence the museum's skull's materials hail, hint at a global network. Legends of crystal artifacts surface elsewhere. The Cherokee speak of a talking stone, while Tibetan monks venerate quartz relics. Could the 13 span the earth, their keepers unaware of their siblings? This notion evokes Atlantis or Lemuria, lost civilizations whose technologies, some say, seeded the Maya's own. A conspiratorial twist suggests human intervention. If the skulls held power, colonial powers, or secret societies, the Templars, the Rosicrucians, might have seized them, spiriting them to Europe or beyond. The 19th century surge in skull discoveries aligns with this. Forgers like Eugène Bobin could have been pawns in a larger game, crafting decoys to obscure the original's trail. Governments, fearing the skull's potential, might still hoard them in vaults. Think Area 51 or the Vatican archives, ensuring the 13 never unite. The science of the supernatural. The skull's mythic power invites scientific scrutiny, yet defies it. Quartz, a piezoelectric mineral, generates electric charges under pressure, a property exploited in watches and radios. Could the Maya, with their obsidian blades and jade tools, have stumbled upon this? A crystal skull, carved to resonate at specific frequencies, might amplify energy, natural or cosmic, explaining claims of light or sound. The Mitchell-Hedges skull's optical clarity, with its detachable jaw channeling light like a prism, fuels this speculation. Dorland posited it acted as a psychic lens, a theory untestable by conventional means. Skeptics counter with hard evidence. No pre-Columbian quartz working technology matches the skull's polish. The finest Maya carvings, jade masks, obsidian mirrors, lack such uniformity. Scientific analyses, from the British Museum's 1967 electron microscopy to Walsh's 2008 Smithsonian study, reveal modern tool marks, rotary scratches, metal abrasions. The quartz's geological origins, far from Mesoamerica, further debunk their antiquity. Yet, these findings do not silence the legend. What if the skull's power transcends their physical form, lying in their symbolic or energetic resonance? Or what if the tested skulls are decoys, the true 13 eluding capture? The Mayas' own science offers a bridge. Their astronomers tracked Venus's 584-day cycle with errors of mere minutes. Their mathematicians devised 0 centuries before Europe. A quartz skull, aligned with celestial events, the solstice, the Pleiades' rise, might have served as a ritual instrument, its vibrations syncing with the cosmos. The 13, if networked, could form a harmonic grid, a concept echoed in modern theories of ley lines or geomagnetic energy. This fusion of science and spirituality, hallmarks of the Maya, lends the legend a haunting plausibility, the echoes of prophecy. The 13 skulls resonate with the Maya's prophetic tradition, nowhere more so than the 2012 phenomenon. The long count's 13th Baktun, ending December 21, 2012, sparked global speculation. Some foresaw doom, others renewal. The skull legend dovetailed with this. Their reunion, timed to the calendar's close, would fulfill an ancient pact. When 2012 passed without apocalypse, skeptics jeered, yet believers reframed it. Not an end, but a beginning, with the skull's purpose still unfolding. This echoes the Chilambalam texts, post-classic prophecies blending Maya and Christian motifs. One passage warns of a time of trembling, followed by a new dawn, vague enough to fit the skull's narrative. If the 13 were meant to guide humanity through such a shift, their scattering might reflect a test. Only a worthy age could reclaim them. The Maya's cyclical view of time, creation reborn through destruction, casts the skulls as eternal sentinels awaiting their moment. The unseen hands who guards the 13. The legend hints at custodians, shamans, secret orders, or even extraterrestrial overseers. The Maya's elite priesthood, the Akin, wielded immense power, their knowledge restricted to initiates. A splinter group, surviving the collapse, could have become the skull's keepers, their lineage fading into folklore. Alternatively, modern claimants, collectors, mystics, might unknowingly hold pieces of the puzzle, their tales dismissed as delusion. A darker thread suggests manipulation. If the skulls threaten established order, revealing suppressed histories or technologies, those in power might ensure their separation. The Catholic Church, which crushed Maya spirituality, could have confiscated them, locking them in catacombs. The 19th century forgeries, then, might be a disinformation campaign, muddying the waters. Even today, whispers of missing skulls, stolen from digs, vanished from collections, hint at unseen hands, steering the legend's course, a call to the abyss. The mythic power of the 13 is a siren song, luring us into the abyss of possibility. Are they Maya relics, their purpose lost to conquest? Fragments of a cosmic machine, seeded by star-faring visitors, or a grand illusion born of human yearning? Each theory, prophetic, scientific, conspiratorial, adds a thread to the tapestry, yet the pattern remains incomplete. As an expert in historical shadows, I see not answers but questions. What force drives this legend's persistence? Why does it echo the Maya's soul so perfectly? And if the 13 await, where do they lie? Beneath jungle vines, behind museum glass, or beyond our grasp entirely? The skulls challenge us to peer beyond the veil. They are not mere objects, but mirrors of our quest for meaning. A quest as old as the Maya, as vast as the stars. Whether truth or myth, their power endures. A riddle whispered on the wind, daring us to listen. a web of conspiracy, forgery, or cover-up? The scientific verdict leans heavily toward forgery. Experts like Jane McLaren Walsh of the Smithsonian, who analyzed the Mitchell-Hedges skull in 2007 to 2008, found evidence of modern craftsmanship. Microscopic scratches from metal tools, a uniformity impossible with Stone Age techniques. The skull's acquisition at auction, not excavation, further undermines its authenticity. Walsh and others trace the phenomenon to the 19th century, a time when Europe's colonial obsession with Mesoamerica fueled a market for ancient relics. Figures like Eugène Bobon, a French antiquarian with a dubious reputation, peddled crystal skulls to eager collectors, claiming they were pre-Columbian treasures. In 1885, Mexico's National Museum accused him of fraud, a damning indictment. But what if this narrative is too convenient? Consider the timing. The skulls emerged during an era of rapid industrialization, when Europe sought to rationalize the mysteries of the savage world. Dismissing them as fakes could serve a broader agenda, to suppress knowledge that challenges Western supremacy. The Maya, after all, defied colonial expectations with their sophisticated mathematics and architecture. What if the skulls were not forgeries but misdirections, planted to obscure a greater truth? Perhaps they were reverse-engineered from an original, a relic so potent that its existence threatened the powers of the day. This leads us to a chilling hypothesis: suppression by design. The Catholic Church, which raised Maya codices in the 16th century to eradicate pagan beliefs, might have sought to bury evidence of advanced esoteric knowledge. The conquistadors, awed and unnerved by Maya temples, could have encountered such artifacts, only to spirit them away or destroy them. The 19th century skulls, then, might be echoes of a lost prototype, their modern marks a deliberate red herring to discredit their lineage. Governments and institutions, wary of the skull's alleged powers, could perpetuate this cover-up, ensuring the 13 remain apart, their reunion forestalled. A hypothesis. Beyond the earthly realm. Few ideas ignite the imagination as fiercely as the notion that the crystal skulls, those gleaming quartz enigmas tied to the Maya, might trace their origins not to human hands, but to visitors from the stars. This hypothesis, audacious and polarizing, posits that these artifacts transcend the capabilities of ancient Mesoamerica, suggesting an extraterrestrial hand in their creation or inspiration. As we peer into this cosmic abyss, the skulls transform from mere relics into potential conduits of interstellar knowledge, their polished surfaces reflecting not just light, but the possibility of a universe far grander and stranger than we dare to fathom. Could the Maya, with their uncanny astronomical precision and cryptic iconography, have been guided by beings from beyond our world? Let us unravel this thread, step by cautious step, through the lens of history, science, and the tantalizing whispers of the unknown. The seeds of speculation, quartz as a cosmic medium. At the heart of the extraterrestrial theory lies the material itself, quartz. This mineral, whether clear as glass or clouded with milky veins, possesses properties that bridge the mundane and the extraordinary. Quartz is piezoelectric. When subjected to mechanical stress, it generates an electrical charge. This quality underpins modern technology, from quartz watches to radio transmitters, harnessing the crystal's ability to resonate with precision. Imagine, then, an advanced civilization, not of Earth but of the cosmos, recognizing this potential millennia ago. Could the crystal skulls be more than art, more than ritual objects? Might they be devices engineered to amplify signals, store information, or even communicate across vast distances. The Maya lacked the metallurgy to exploit piezoelectricity in a technological sense, yet their culture revered the unseen forces of the universe. Their priests gazed into obsidian mirrors to divine the will of the gods. Their astronomers tracked Venus and the Pleiades with an accuracy that baffles modern scholars. A quartz skull, its facets refracting light into prismatic shards, could have served as a focal point for such mysticism, a tool to channel energies or frequencies beyond human perception. Proponents of the extraterrestrial hypothesis argue that this precision in crafting the skulls, often to near anatomical perfection, exceeds the Stone Age toolkit of the Maya. The absence of visible tool marks on some specimens, like the Mitchell-Hedges skull, fuels speculation. Were they shaped by alien technology, lasers, sonic waves, or methods lost to time? The Maya and the stars, a celestial legacy. To explore this idea, we must first consider the Maya's profound connection to the cosmos. Their civilization was not merely earthbound, it was a culture tethered to the heavens. The pyramid of Kukulkan at Chichen Itza, aligned to cast a serpent shadow during the equinox, stands as a testament to their astronomical mastery. The governor's palace at Uxmal, oriented to track Venus, reflects a knowledge of planetary cycles that rivals early European efforts. The Dresden Codex, one of the few surviving Maya texts, contains tables predicting eclipses and the movements of celestial bodies with eerie exactitude. These achievements suggest a worldview where the stars were not distant lights but active participants in human destiny. This celestial obsession finds echoes in their art and mythology. Stelae at sites like Copan and Quirigua depict rulers with elongated heads, officially attributed to cranial deformation, a practice of binding infant skulls to signify nobility. Yet some theorists see more, a mimicry of extraterrestrial visitors, their exaggerated features a homage to beings who descended from the sky. The sarcophagus lid of Pakal the Great at Palenque offers an even bolder clue. Etched in stone, Pakal appears seated in what resembles a cockpit, surrounded by glyphs that some interpret as flames or exhaust. An astronaut, they claim, piloting a craft to the stars. Mainstream archaeology dismisses this as a symbolic journey to the underworld, but the image lingers, a haunting suggestion of a contact with advanced entities. If the Maya were guided by such beings, call them star gods, as their myths hint, could the crystal skulls be their legacy? Picture an emissary from another world handing a quartz artifact to a Maya priest, its purpose veiled in mystery. Perhaps it was a gift, a token of alliance. Perhaps a tool left to elevate a chosen people. The legend of the 13 skulls, said to unlock cosmic wisdom when united, might then be a garbled memory of this exchange, a directive to preserve and protect until a time of reckoning. The skulls, as alien artifacts, claims and counterclaims. The extraterrestrial hypothesis gains traction from anecdotal reports surrounding the skulls. Anna Mitchell-Hedges, custodian of the famous skull unearthed or purchased in Belize, claimed it emitted a faint glow, projected visions, and even healed the sick. Similar tales swirl around other specimens, voices whispering from within, lights dancing in their depths. These phenomena, dismissed by skeptics as delusion or fraud, align with descriptions of alien technology in modern conspiracy lore. Think of the Roswell debris, said to hum with unearthly energy. Could the skulls be dormant devices, their power latent until activated by a forgotten key? Scientific analysis complicates this narrative. Studies of the Mitchell-Hedges skull conducted in 2007 to 2008 by Jane McLaren Walsh at the Smithsonian, revealed microscopic scratches from modern rotary tools, suggesting a 20th century origin. Other skulls, like those in the British Museum, bear similar marks, their quartz sourced from Madagascar or Brazil, regions unconnected to Mesoamerica. No archaeological dig has unearthed a crystal skull in situ at a Maya site, a glaring absence for artifacts supposedly central to their culture. Critics argue this disproves any ancient, let alone alien, provenance. The skulls, they say, are Victorian-era fakes, crafted to exploit a fascination with the exotic. Yet, this dismissal raises questions. If the skulls are modern, why do their advocates report such consistent, otherworldly effects? Fabrication could explain their physical form, but not the persistent mystique. One possibility is that they are replicas, crude copies of an original, now lost or hidden, whose technology defies our understanding. An alien artifact, reverse-engineered by 19th century artisans, might retain echoes of its purpose, even if imperfectly reproduced. The tool marks could be a red herring, masking a deeper truth, that the Maya once held something extraordinary, spirited away or destroyed, leaving only shadows in its wake. A conspiracy of silence. This brings us to a darker strand of the extraterrestrial thread, the notion of a cover-up. If the crystal skulls or a progenitor were of alien origin, their existence might threaten established power structures. Imagine the implications. Proof of contact with advanced beings could upend religious doctrines, destabilize governments, and rewrite history. The Spanish conquest offers a chilling precedent. In 1562, Bishop Diego de Landa burned countless Maya codices, condemning them as works of the devil. What if among those ashes lay records of the skulls, texts detailing their creation, their purpose, their otherworldly makers? The Church, intent on imposing its narrative, might have targeted such evidence, ensuring it vanished from the record. Fast forward to the 19th century, when the skulls surfaced in Europe. This was an age of colonial plunder, but also of scientific gatekeeping. Museums and academies eager to classify the world might have recoiled from artifacts defying explanation. Labeling them as fakes, backed by selective analysis, could serve to bury their significance. Governments, too, might have a stake in suppression. A quartz device capable of interstellar communication, as some claim, would be a prize too dangerous to reveal. The 13 skulls, if real, could form a network, a galactic relay, whose reactivation might summon their creators or unleash forces we cannot control. Scattered and discredited, they pose no threat. The galactic grid, 13 as a cosmic code. The legend of the 13 skulls offers a tantalizing framework for this theory. 13 is a potent number in Maya cosmology. Their calendar's Trecina cycle spans 13 days. Their underworld Xibalba has 13 levels. Could this reflect a cosmic blueprint imparted by extraterrestrial mentors? Picture 13 skulls, each tuned to a specific frequency, positioned across Mesoamerica like nodes in a grid. United, they might resonate as one, amplifying a signal to the stars or receiving one in return. The Mayas' pyramid cities, aligned with celestial events, could have anchored this network, their stone and quartz in harmony with the universe. This idea finds echoes in modern science fiction, but also in ancient astronaut theories. Erich von Däniken, in Chariots of the Gods, proposed that pyramids worldwide were landing pads or beacons for alien craft. The crystal skulls could extend this concept, a portable technology entrusted to the Maya as stewards. Their dispersal, whether by conquest, catastrophe, or design, might explain their absence from the archaeological record. One skull survives in a museum, another in a private vault, a third buried beneath a looted temple. The rest? Perhaps they lie hidden, awaiting discovery, or a signal to awaken. Counterpoints and unresolved mysteries. Skeptics wield Occam's razor. The simplest explanation, human forgery, trumps elaborate conspiracies. The Maya, they argue, lacked the means to exploit quartz's properties beyond aesthetics. Their tools, flint, obsidian, wood, could not achieve the skull's polish without leaving traces. The extraterrestrial claims rest on inference, not evidence. No Maya glyph mentions alien visitors. No artifact corroborates the 13. The Palanque lid, a cornerstone of the theory, is more plausibly a king's ascent to the heavens, not a spaceship. The skull's quirks, glowing, speaking, could be psychological, a product of expectation and myth. Yet, the counter-arguments falter under scrutiny. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence, especially in a culture ravaged by conquest. The Mayas' astronomical feats, predicting eclipses centuries ahead, suggest knowledge beyond their apparent means. Quartz's piezoelectricity, though unexploited by them, hints at untapped potential. If the skulls are fakes, why do they resonate so deeply with Maya symbolism? Light, death, the cosmos? And why do reports of their power persist, defying rational dismissal? A cosmic invitation. The extraterrestrial connection remains a hypothesis, not a certainty, but its allure is undeniable. It casts the crystal skulls as more than curiosities. They become portals to a universe where the Maya danced with the stars. Were they crafted by alien hands, gifted to a chosen people, reverse engineered from a lost prototype, their secrets diluted by time? Or are they human creations, imbued with a cosmic longing we cannot shake? As an expert in historical enigmas, I see not answers, but possibilities. A shimmering web of what-ifs. The skulls, whether from Earth or beyond, challenge us to look upward, to question the boundaries of our past. Perhaps their true power lies not in their origin, but in the mysteries they awaken within us. The cultural echoes, skulls in Maya ritual. Even if the crystal skulls are modern inventions, their resonance with Maya culture is undeniable. The Zompantli, racks of human skulls at sites like Chichen Itza and Tenochtitlan, reflect a reverence for death as a transformative force. The Aztecs, neighbors to the Maya, carved skulls from obsidian and basalt, embedding them in their cosmology. These were not mere trophies but sacred objects, portals to the underworld. A crystal skull, translucent and eternal, could amplify this symbolism, a vessel for the soul, a mirror to the divine. The Maya's use of reflective surfaces, obsidian mirrors, polished jade, suggests a fascination with light and vision. A quartz skull, catching the sun's rays, might have served as a ritual focal point, its clarity a metaphor for enlightenment. The absence of such artifacts in the archaeological record could indicate their rarity, reserved for an elite few, or their deliberate removal by looters or conquerors. The legend of the 13 might then be a distorted memory, a cultural echo of a practice too secret to survive the ages. The unanswered questions. As we peel back the layers of this mystery, the crystal skulls defy resolution. Are they Maya relics, their secrets buried with their makers? Modern hoaxes, exploiting our thirst for the unknown? Or something stranger, artifacts of a conspiracy spanning centuries, continents, and perhaps the stars? The evidence points to forgery, yet the allure persists, fueled by gaps in the narrative. Why do the skulls appear only in the 19th century, yet echo Maya motifs so precisely? Why do their proponents cling to tales of power, despite scientific rebuttals? And where are the 13, if they exist at all? The Mitchell Hedges skull, resting in private hands, remains a cipher. Its auction provenance a riddle, its craftsmanship a paradox. The museum skulls locked behind glass taunt us with their silence. Each new study, microscopy, spectrometry, claims to close the case, yet the questions linger. Perhaps the truth lies not in the objects themselves, but in what they represent. Humanity's eternal quest for meaning, for connection to a past we can scarcely grasp. A call to the curious. The crystal skulls of the Maya are more than artifacts. They are mirrors reflecting our own obsessions. They challenge us to look beyond the tangible, to entertain the impossible. Were they tools of priests, aliens, or charlatans? Do they hold the key to a forgotten epoch, or are they shadows cast by our own imagination? As an expert in historical enigmas, I urge you to ponder these possibilities. Seek the unseen. Question the accepted. The skulls, whether real or illusory, beckon us into the abyss of the unknown, a journey where every step stirs the dust of mystery, and the destination remains forever elusive.